Hey, Butter Pecan, I don't even know why I disabled it.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butterkin. Oh, Wrath of Butterkin, you say hi, hi, hi. Sounds like you're not just reaching for the stars, you're trying to hug the whole damn galaxy. Just remember, even astronauts need a touch of gravity too high and you might float away into space, leaving us bunnies wondering why you didn't bring snacks. Stay grounded with a cheeky twist.
I just wanna thank you for the street.
15 streams, let's go.
'A, Cotton, F&A.
Carry you home.
Good evening. Happy Arcfall Eve. Welcome in 50. Welcome in Dark Tree. How are you doing tonight? Let me get that resized just a little bit more. Centered on up. 27 minutes until we do our first giveaway. Didn't realize tomorrow is a new arc. Yeah, it's coming up quick. It's gonna be going like that like the rest of the game here pretty much. They're gonna be a lot of back-to-back and coming in quick kind of moments.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butter Pecan. Oh, Wrath of Butter Pecan, if Noah's tuning in, he better know it's Arcfall Eve, the one night where even the Ark's animals party like it's the flood's last call. I bet Noah's out there, double-checking if those doves brought snacks or just boring old olives. Stay tuned or he might just miss the wildest rain check ever. Cloud with rain unicorn rabbit face.
I was wondering why the heck it was talking about Noah, but now I get it. Now I get it.
Butter Pecan asked me, does Noah know that it's Arcfall Eve? Know this, does Noah? Perhaps busy with other biblical chores. He is. Always building arcs, that guy. When will
Aloha.
he realize it's 2026
G100.
already? Update his calendar he must, or miss the Arcfall party. Plan he must, if he doesn't want to be left behind. Much fun the eve is.
Aloha, Dr. Iron Chef. Welcome in. Thank you for the biddies. We're getting all the AI.
Wrath of Butter PK asked me, does Noah know that it's Arcfall Eve? And what do you think? Have you ever asked a unicorn about its favorite ice cream? That's Arcfall Eve for you. Noah could be clueless as a tribble in a room full of Klingons. It's his style, isn't it? Always a step behind. Just like my body being too moist sometimes. Maybe he's too busy counting animals, like he's on an episode of Beyond Belief. Who's got the answer? Fact or fiction? Now, I'm going to the holodeck to crank out an angry one. The bridge is yours.
I forgot about that. He's the one that leaves the holodeck all dirty. Strong Riker.
Of Butter PK Han asked me, does Noah know that it's Arcfall Eve? Hell, if Noah doesn't know by now, he's probably wandering around his ark, scratching his head, wondering why there are unicorns eating all the damn ice cream. I'm betting he's too busy trying to figure out what in the hell an Arcfall even is. Somebody better send him a memo. Maybe a tribble or two can give him a hint. And hey, if he misses the party, that's his problem. We'll party like it's Stardate 469, 10.11 without him.
I wonder how fast tribbles would fill the arc. 40 days and 40 nights. That'd be a lot of food. Are they edible? I assume that they're edible. I guess I don't even know that part. Make it snow, #1. That was the greatest idea ever. I don't care. Anything's edible with Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. That's mostly true. That's mostly true. All right, let's hop in. Let's check a quick peek at today's events. See what the last thing we have to do for what I believe is going to be our last actual interim arc. I'm actually surprised that they're starting 2-day events. Howdy, C Engineering. How you doing tonight? We have an SLB, Meta, an SLB, and an SMS. SMS is for Sigma Commander credits. I did a little bit of Fleet Commander Cisco skill point spending. I don't know about Forbidden or Chaos Tech. I think I had one Forbidden Tech that I could potentially upgrade and maybe get that first milestone out of it. Good. How's the day been? It's been pretty good for a Monday. It's been pretty good for a Monday. I'm really excited for tonight. We're gonna have a good showing with all the content creators doing all the Arcfall events, and we're gonna give away some cash and some merch tonight. I'm really excited for that because this is gonna be my biggest giveaway so far. Hello, Jason V-neck.
Chat going wild.
Oh, we got a hype train.
CottonTail live. We're about to fly. Hype train rolling for CottonTail. Stack it up, don't let it derail.
Damn.
Level 1, level 2, all aboard the cotton train. Spam those emotes, make the money proud.
Damn, I don't think we've hit that hype train song before.
All it takes is for me to like miss that pull in the morning and I try to do it an hour or two later at work. I get distracted or have a long weekend and all my pull times are all whack. I just have to like not pull some to get it done. Like, skip a day or two of not pulling and then do it again in the morning. Then you can get it done in 15 minutes, which is still a lot. 15 minutes is still a long time. But I know this because I timed it.
Oh, there are so many clips like that around this community that it's ridiculous. Thank you, Butter Pecan. I don't know how long that was from. A few weeks back now. That was a few weeks back now. Dr. Iron Chef had to hear that one. Oh, out of context stuff. Out of context clips. Legend has it. He's still working on those pulls, trying to get the pulls back on time. I actually had to let my redemptions all go overnight one day this week. Like Tuesday or something, Wednesday last week, because it was got out of hand. Everything was happening at like midnight, and I was like, okay, I need to get this back around. Need to get it back around. But yes, thank you for the biddies, Dr. Iron Chef, Jason V-neck for kicking off the hype train. Appreciate that so much. I hate that the my streamer bot combined chat does not show the hype train, but yeah. So far tonight, we're gonna have 3 $20 cash giveaways. I'm gonna also do a $50 giveaway. So we'll basically have 3 elite battle passes and one of the new mythic battle passes, cash equivalents given away tonight. And I'm also going to give away a couple pieces of merch of whatever winner's choosing. So we're going to have a total of 5 giveaways. No, two $20, a $50, and then 2 pieces of merch. $8 $50 giveaway. How could you give me away without even asking my permission? You implied when you logged in. Yeah, $50 giveaway. I was gonna do like just $5 $20 giveaways, but then with that $50 pack, I was like, yeah, we should probably shuffle it around and get that turned into one of the new ones so we can have somebody really profit with it. And then depending on how they have the USS Vengeance for second and G7 uncommon for first, if you ask Omega J, that would be the case. Give away Wrath. I don't think we'd want to give away Wrath. Wrath is everywhere, though. That's for dang sure. Always out and about. I'm still confused about how that keeps on going. All right, hype train ended. GG's. Thank you for getting that kicked off. All right, other event running today. End of special operations. Doesn't look like there's really much of anything to do with that. They started an Aphelion upgrade event. Which I'm surprised because that carries over into the new arc. So that's interesting. I was surprised by that one. We have another Forbidden Tech upgrade event. So we have 2 of those running. Then our normal rules of acquisition. Has anyone heard what the new arc is? The new arc is going to be Starfleet Academy. And there's going to be a lot of discussion about that. And we'll have a new building, which is an academy remote academy building. And we'll have a new feature, which will be dual wave defenses, where you team up with another player to do wave defenses. Yeah, the missions might get a little interesting this month. It'll be interesting to see what they do for the dialogues. I'm very curious if they're going to work into the drama thing, or if they're going to just kind of keep it focused on like the learning and training aspect. Because the new hostiles are going to be basically like training drones that we're going up against. Kind of the way that they're wrote up as. And, you know, like I kind of feel like that's a you know, like a very learning experience. We're going to get the EMH as one of the officers. And then there's 2 of the cadets are going to be officers. And then with the expansion of Emerald Chain, there's also another officer for the Orion Syndicate stuff. But yeah, it'll be interesting. they made the decision to make the content for 61 plus with the new feature here. So I'm very curious about how that's going to all work out for sure. But it's going to be a sourcing of like G6 and G7 materials, Sigma resources, and Sigma faction credits, the way that it kind of looked too. It's going to be very, very much focused on this new feature, I'm sure. I haven't looked at the stuff that dropped today. I know that they put out a little bit more information. And so whatever stuff they released today, that'll get a little bit more light on it. Yeah, I thought about going through the new videos and stuff, but there's so many more streamers after me tonight that are going to be going through that I figured I'm not gonna get into it because I haven't had time to read it. So I'll learn along with the rest of us. I did have a couple of screenshots to share. Where you at? So this is one of the new. This is a screenshot of the new hostels. Oh, we made it too big. So there's going to be 4 different hostels. There's going to be the training drones, combat drones. There's a Venari Raw, and then repair drones. And it's got a pretty interesting mechanic behind it. There's these first 3 hostels all have hyperthermic decay as one of their abilities. And these repair drones will give you hyperthermic mitigation. So just from what they gave us when you're in these waves, first thing you do is you're going to want to hit a repair drone, and then you're going to want to work on attacking the rest of these. And then as these repair drones get to the center of the wave defense, they'll repair it. And then if any of these other hostiles reach the center, they cause damage to it. So it's going to be a lot of focus against the hostiles that don't reach the center. And it's ranking on damage based on which one too. Hi, Lord of Scared. Remember that once the Academy arc is over, it's gone, finished. Bye, bye, bye. It could be fairly dead content. It all depends on what the refinery comes up with and has to offer. Oh, let's see. We had the EMH here. This is the Academy Doctor is the name that they have from the preview here. It's isolated cascade damage against hostile explorers and a wave defense. And interceptor critical chance against players. So this is doing wave defense stuff against a specific hostile. In the example that we have, the Explorer is the Academy training drone. So this might be one of those things where you have a battleship, have him on the bridge and stuff. But the way that this is written gives me a lot of hope that the existing favors and officers that work in wave defenses are actually going to carry over into this. I just wanted an excuse to use emojis. I don't blame you. There's good emojis. Because I made a joke like that in Galaxy Chat. I have to leave my alliance now. I would hope not. This is the remote campus building. I don't know if this is representative of the like landing pad kind of thing that they had in San Francisco on Starfleet Academy. I haven't gone back and looked to see what that looked like, but to me it looks like there's a very good chance that Athena is going to end up potentially interacting with this building somehow, becoming a part of it, because there's no reason to assume that Athena is not going to be the ship of this month. Good evening, Ellie. Welcome on in. And then kind of showed a little bit of the resources and all the stuff that you exchange and all the stuff, all the good stuff. And the new stuff's going to be simulation codes. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I'm gonna see if I can find a quick shot of the Starfleet.
What you want to do is save hundreds.
We don't need to listen to the ads. Yeah, it's a little bit reminiscent of that, but not entirely. Hi, Green Tea, Joe Not True. Good job on the shout out, Jason VDEX. Appreciate that. I've been doing pretty good with him.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butterpkin. Oh, Wrath of Butterpkin. Jolly and True is like that wild card in a deck full of jokers, unexpected, a bit mysterious, and absolutely unforgettable. Kind of like cotton candy with a surprise spacey kick. You never know if you're getting sweet or a little dangerous, but hey, it keeps the chat way more fun. Bunny bought out hop to it.
That's the new thing. Big shout out to the super friend Jason V-Neck. All right, so we got an ad coming in about 90 seconds. Basically, once that ad gets done, we're gonna get ready to kick off the first $20 giveaway. And let's see. I think I did most of my dailies last night. Thank you for the Wolf Hall 50. make sure that we got all that done. So all I have to do, challenge track. I did not do my dailies last night. I thought I did. Okay, perfect. Let's get this sent off to V'ger space. We have Hurok tonight, but I don't have to be concerned about the hostile crew. Celsior. Go like that. That timer is up to 13 minutes now. Trademark super friend, you can't use it anymore. Nickel for every time that it gets plastered on screen.
Seconds. Gotta play with the balls. That's right. That's right.
Hey, Broken Wolf, thank you for getting that shout out in. That was a little bit nicer than the previous one. All right. We've got ads running. What ads? No, it's perfect because it's getting started just before we get into Marvels. And this is the perfect timing for the ads to come down for the people that aren't subscribed. Let's see. Make sure we got a fairly short map, and I'm trying to make sure the illumination percentage is a little low. Right around there. Hi, Tin Man. Turbo's definitely worth it for sure. All right, exclamation point play to get your marble on the track. We got the timer set for 69 seconds. We're gonna kick it off shortly. All right, this first race is gonna be for $20. This will be gifted either via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, or through a gift card of your choice to Apple, the iTunes Store, or the Google Play Store in your local currency. You might play file already. Yes, I do. All right, 50 seconds, exclamation point play. This one's not going to be part of a Grand Prix. We'll do a Grand Prix for the $50 one. Not exclamation ploy, exclamation play. $20 seconds. Exclamation point play. 5 more seconds to get in. We're going into somewhere. Killer Angel might be going for first drop. Out in the lead is Lord of Scarin. And Ellie is now in the lead. Early lead was Lord of Scarin. Now Ellie's in the lead. I slopped in. I should have even joined these. Dr. Iron Chef is waking his way in front. Swapping positions throughout the tunnels. Where are we? Ooh, Lord of Scarin on the other side. $50 tech. All the names are being shuffled. Dr. Iron Chef getting shuffled forward. Oof. This is trippy.
G100.
I'm in the lead again. If I win, I'm going to be passing it on to second place. Thank you for the biddies, Rage. Thank you for the biddies, Jason. Maybe we'll get a swap. I'm missing most of the speed pads. Holy. Okay, we're getting shot around everywhere.
G100.
Let's see if we can get maybe a better view of this. So far, it looks like CottonTail's still in the lead. Dr. Iron Chef and Ellie right behind.
G100.
This is a trippy track. All the twists and turns. Okay, CottonTail's still taking the lead. Heading for the drop. CottonTail's in first. Second place. And winner is going to be Jason V-Neck. Oof, that was a dizzying track. I had to get out of the tunnels. That was so tough to follow. GG's, Jason. Oh, yes, he did. All right, we're going to export this one out. All right, race one, $20. All right, I'll get that to you after stream. All right, we'll go back to Star Trek Fleet Command, run that real quick. Restart the timer for 10 more minutes, and we'll do the next one. Get these V'ger hostels done for the day. which Kirshara makes this one so easy. I think the only problem is the deal damage side of these ones might be a little bit tough and require punch up to actually get them finished. The fix is in. There's gonna be plenty of opportunities to spread the wealth around. That is impressive though. Jason called that one pretty good. What do we have? We had 10 people in on that. Perfect. Impressive. Yeah, it'll be one win per person. I'll make an exception, like if they win battle pass stuff, I'll let them still win merch, but it'll only be one battle pass win per person. Battle cash. And like I said, I don't think I gave away last month, so I'm not going to run into that you know, like if you won last month restriction, you don't win this month kind of thing. All right, so okay, the damage side did get taken care of here on 8 hostels. That's good. That means 2 more of these, and V'ger are done for the night. I'm glad that this is maintaining a fairly easy event. Because with that being like a continual once a day thing, you know, like something like that only takes 5 or 10 minutes to do, I don't think it's too bad. You know, like a maximum of 10 hostels. Like those kind of loops, those kind of events are definitely ones that I'm a fan of over some of the other things that we've had in the past. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna get that. Oh no, that was the last one. Perfect. V'ger stuff is done. We'll get the vengeance back. And my gas mining in the Vale should be done. I'll recall that miner. Then resend this thing out on Transigen. I don't know why I didn't do that before. Transigen is definitely like an ever-present thing now. Getting into the higher tiers, it's almost impossible to keep the epic in stock. At least at a real decent level. I technically didn't even need to repair this thing. All right, get that sent off. Make 2 G5 miners, always mining trans. I Ever since I went to 71, I've been fairly busy with other miners. I can probably lay off of like my gas and ore now, I think. I haven't taken a look at that in a while. Yeah, I can lay off the gas and ore for a little bit and switch over to doing some of the transition again for a little while. Or get back into some G6 stuff, because I'm low on G6 stuff. Which I won't do that tonight, because Lat Rush will have people all over the place on those nodes, I'm sure, so I'll start doing that again tomorrow night. Unless there's a G7 mining event for whatever reason. All right, perfect. We got that going on the way. Get back onto the marbles. And let's find another low elimination track. Pick one that's a little bit longer this time. I don't really want to do 0% chance. There we go. Let's do this one. All right, so this one's gonna be exclamation point play once again. Ninja Dom 7. Killer Angel's got a whale pin. I like that. That's definitely a longer track. Bye. Let's type that again, Tin Man. You got the A and the L mixed up. All right, I'm gonna start the timer. We've got 1 minute and 5 seconds to get it on the track. Exclamation point play. Get him in. This will be for a piece of merch off of the merch store. I did get a t-shirt ready today. 30 seconds, exclamation point play. So I have 2 mugs, a t-shirt, a sticker, and a travel mug. So far. More things in the pipeline. Ooh, just in time, Rage Starved? Did you get in? Oh yeah, you got in. All right, first one through is Jason V-Neck. Taking an early lead. But everybody's nice and tight in the field here. Lord of Scarin passing in the tube. Hinman passing in the tube again. Lord of Scarin coming out on top. Going down the back stretch, we'll call this. That was a close one. You're right in third place too, Rage. Straight down Lord of Scarin went. Wrath of Butter Pecan in second. I'm in third. Dr. Iron Chef in fourth. All right, who's going to get through this quicker? Ooh, Jason V-Neck and Wrath of Butter Pecan. Wrath of Butter Pecan making it through smooth. Showing us all how it's done. Big lead on Dr. Iron Chef and Rage Starved. Keep it on up. Ooh, Dr. Iron Chef is coming in hot. And we got some Plutos. $50 tech got iced.
G100.
Dark Tree got boosted. Rage Starved throwing some bits for Plutos. Jason V-Neck throwing some more. Ooh, Rage Starved got boomed. I got thrusted. Rage Starved still on the track. Nobody fell off yet. Rage Starved caught a no-grav. Rage Starved coming through the tunnel just fine. Everybody's still alive the way that I see it. I don't think anybody's died yet. Wrath of Butter Pecan first in to the next obstacle. And first through. Maintaining a strong lead. Rage Starved Dr. Iron Chef $50 tech. Taking in second, third, and fourth. Butter Pecan still taking the lead. Ooh, gets held up in a little flipper. Rage Starved makes it through. Taking the lead. Butter Pecan in second. Iron Chef in third. $50 tech in fourth. All right, Butter Pecan might be catching up a little bit. Make it through clean. We're almost at the finish. Rage Starved takes the win. It wasn't a Ryan Corvette. You didn't miss anything. All right, second place Butter Pecan, third place Iron Chef, fourth place Killer Angel, fifth place $50 tech. Jason V-Neck taking sixth. I end up in seventh. We have Jorg coming in for eighth. Lord of Scarin coming in for ninth. 10th place, we have Dark Tree, followed by Hinman and Ellie. Ooh, Ellie got caught in a wall of flames. Went from first to stalled. Second place wins again, right? Not quite. Rage Starved. PM me. Take a look at the merch store. Let me know what you want, and I will get you a discount code. When did I get a merch store? I popped it up a couple weeks ago. I haven't really been advertising it too much yet. We had the first giveaway last Tuesday. I think Tin Man was generous enough to donate a piece of merch. After a little bit of struggle getting it ready to go. All right, let's restart the timer. Oh, you haven't missed everything. We're only 2 giveaways in out of the 5. We got the grand prize giveaway coming up later yet. So we'll have the next $20 giveaway in 9 minutes and 39 seconds.
That pad needs to be deleted as well.
Thank you, Broken Wolf. I am such a bad streamer. I keep on forgetting to do shoutouts so often. When it's quiet, my brain has time to process. But like right now, things are moving. It's hard to remember. Yeah, you know, I need to really just go through and set up the auto shout out to recognize people, and just do it immediately. It make things so much easier and so much better. I just kept on thinking, you know, that's not necessary, but when is that clip from? Download 2 Mega J. Oh, I'm sure it's coming. Stop stealing the wins. There's plenty to go around today. There's plenty to go around. What is that new? Which new skin? Oh, the oh God, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, for the Rialta. Yeah, the Phoenix. I was like, it's a bird. It starts with a P, but the Greek F sound. Oh, cat was catching a mouse. W cat. That's fine. It was just a merch one. Pigeon, yeah. What would that have been? Was that United Earth ship? Is that what they called that one? Or did it even have a designation? Yeah, it's just for the Rialta. It just changes the cosmetic. Oh, it doesn't even have any real information about it. I haven't even really looked at this skin yet. I'm actually gonna pop this on a Rialta. Does it change the details at all? No. It'd be interesting if they had like a write-up piece that explained like some of the lore and stuff behind it. Like part of it being Zephyr Cochrane's, you know, like test vehicle for warp. Is this bigger than the Excelsior? I shouldn't even do this comparison. It's not. Okay. Okay, so there's some things that are correct about that scaling. That's better. I'm guessing it's still not accurate, but it's better. Bigger buff of G5 scrapping. I think it's kind of neat to have it on the Rialta. I think it should have gave it some kind of a bonus. Some kind of an ability. I thought it'd be really cool, like, if when you go to warp, like if the nacelles would pop out. And like if you're just like sitting there, or when it comes out of station, the nacelles would pop out or something. That'd be interesting. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea, 50, if they would have gave it additional warp range or something. Just to give something to the Rialta, whatever kind of an update that it could take. Hey, Big Booty. Finally beat the Warlord Cons champion. I did mine too. It didn't go too bad. Didn't go too bad. Whatever I had set up with on last, what is it, Sunday's stream, we had talked about like the crewing and stuff for it, and yeah, whatever we had talked about, I ended up using and worked fantastic. Plays rock and roll when you go to warp. That would be pretty good though too. I know that's like, that's kind of like one of Griffin's standing jokes is like when you're warping out to systems that you'd be able to pick your warp tune to have. Yeah, the Vengeance does the trick on that pretty good. I think I did mine with the I don't know if it was 5-con Lorca or if I did like a chain con Lorca or something. It did it better than I thought I was going to. I know that. I still don't know if it's worth, you know, like for the extra 1,000 or whatever to do it, but it's not bad. Not bad. Kind of wish that out in the Vale here they had systems that only had one hostile type. Because having these respawn rates stuck the way that they do is kind of a drag. All right, thanks for checking in, Tin Man. Have fun at softball. Actually, if you want, I can kick one off real quick. If you're still around to get it on. Wait, that's the same track. Scratch that. I hit replay by accident, and I meant to hit random. Do faction hunt like you do have a main faction, and when you run out to do the other. Not a bad idea. All right, exclamation point play to get your marble on the track, get in on the race. This will be for another $20 giveaway. One minute to get in. And I've been losing points today. Killer Angel's got a rocket blast off. I think it was Killer Angel. Rage Star's got the Morby Celebration skin. Green Tea's got the Pixel by Pixel skin. When we got Butterpecan's got the green with the king piece. Dr. Iron Chef has a flaming... Oh, so many things happened at once. We had a stream. We're off to the race already.
Boney? My Boney? My Boney.
Cat going wild, bits in the sky. CottonTail live, we're about to fly. Hop train rolling for CottonTail. Stack it up, don't let it derail. Level 1, level 2, all aboard the cotton train. Spam those emotes, make the bunny proud.
All right, so far we got Tin Man Trek in the lead.
Gifting us the love, such a hero. We were down, but now we're up. Come and say hello. Thank you for the subs.
Rage Starves, thank you for the 5 subs, kicking off a hype train again. That seems like that was way too quick for another hype train to pop up, but here we are. And Tin Man Trek still taking a lead. We have Broken Wolf, Killer Angel right behind. Ooh, this is going to be a tight race. Broken Wolf, Killer Angel taking the lead. Lord of Scarin right behind. Broken Wolf third. Tin Man fourth. This is going to be a tight race, man. Killer Angel still in the lead. Crossover. Who's going to get through cleanest? Inman does, but takes Broken Wolf with them. Broken Wolf might have an easy path on the outside. Nope. Lord of Scarin's going past. Oh my. That's a lot of Plutos. That's a lot of Plutos. There's booms. There's restarts. There's thrusts. Icing, Rage Starve died. Tin Man got boosted down to the next level. I believe, oh, Lord of Scarin finished. Where did that come from? Lord of Scarin took first, Killer Angel second, Broken Wolf third. This track had a sneaky back door. Thank you for the biddies. Holy. All sorts of chaos. I'm glad you could get in on that, Kid Van. All right. Lord of Scarin, give me a PM on Discord. Let me know how you'd like to receive your $20 prize. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Google Play card, iTunes gift card. All right, we'll go back to Star Trek, restart the timer.
Here's a thought for Wrath of Butterpkin. Oh, Wrath of Butterpkin. Lord of Scarin, Fred of Scarin, Fred. That guy's like a plot twist in a soap opera, unpredictable, a bit messy, but you just can't look away. Equal parts chaos and charm, with a dash of what did I just witness? Perfect fuel for CottonTail 86 strange shenanigans. Keep your popcorn ready, folks.
Yes, 4 subs or 2K bits for the next level on the hype train. Ooh, GG's. Where are we at? 2.5 minutes remaining. There we go. We'll get a couple more Romulans knocked down. We have some more that populated while we were in the marbles. Just the distraction that we needed. Fred is Karen.
Thank you for the stream.
Thank you for the 7 stream streak, Rage Starved. Rip what? Another AI clip. We had all of them. Definitely missed a few. I have a 1 stream streak. Ooh. They're hard to keep up on. Like, it's amazing to me the people that can really keep up on them. When first smoke, let me guess, I died at marbles. Yes. I had to go back and look at the printout. All right, drive safe, Jason. Thank you so much for everything that you did tonight. Appreciate that so much. And hype train completed. Thank y'all so much. Level 3, 5%. Business as usual then. Yeah. I've been doing a fairly decent job of trying to take lower death tracks, but that one was a little bit higher. Tin Man was getting ready to leave, so I was trying to make sure that we had one served up really fast. All right, so through the dailies. That got me 2 hostiles short. I need to pick a different system because the system here that keeps on spawning so many of these explorers just kicks away at that hull a little bit too much. Missing like a little bit of mitigation or something to really take that up. But I'll have a hull upgrade or weapon upgrade here really soon, and that'll turn that thing around and get that where it needs to be. The biggest thing is I want to make sure that we finish off those dailies. So while this is going, I'm going to swap this over to GS31 and take a run through freebooter space real quick. Knock out that portion of the dailies. And then we'll be ready for the next marble race. The rubber banding. The rubber banding is always amazing on how it tries to figure out where things are at. All right. Perfect. You got that recalled. All right, that will complete the dailies. Maybe I did have the dailies complete already. It's just this is lagging behind across the top. Never worrisome at all when we're getting ready to go into maintenance when things start lagging behind. All right, let's claim the challenge track because I forgot to do one of those. Well, this wouldn't have mattered so much. I forgot to claim the dailies that had the challenge track in it last week. I ended up missing one of the milestones for the last milestone for the legendary. Okay, so that was just a display error. Once I collected the boxes, all of them collected. Sweet. So we've got 12 more minutes till ads. Let's pick our next track. Race 4. This will be for another merch giveaway. We're going to aim for about 7%. Ooh, we got some Morbies accompanying us on this track. Mythical creatures of the Marbles universe. Exclamation point play to get your marbles on the track. We'll get in on this giveaway for merch.
One love, now this world shines. Thank you for the sub, you're the real one. CottonTail's hard doing flips. Much love for that shiny sub.
Thank you for the resub, Omega J. Appreciate that so much. Oh, it helps if I put the track on the screen. Thank you, Wrath of Butter Pecan. I haven't started the timer yet, so that works out. Yes, these little cute guys back here are the Morbies. I don't know how many of them there are in total. There's got to be close to 9, maybe a dozen. All right, we're gonna start the timer. Exclamation point play to get your marble on the track. Get in on the merch giveaway. One minute. That almost looks like licorice from up here. Or ore. It's like ore. It's ore, it's gas, dilithium, titanium, and at the end looks like par steel. It's Mining Monday. 30 seconds, exclamation point play to get in on the race. Link to race. I'll see if I can find that. There's a track that you might like. That's an actual sphincter. 5 seconds. I don't know if I remember the name of it, but I will try to see if I can think of it. There's so many different tracks to choose from on the community side. I was racing earlier tonight. Or earlier today, this afternoon. And I'm pretty sure that track was one of the ones that we played earlier. 50 biddies to restart your marble and to cause shenanigans. 100 biddies to shenanigan 10 players. Actually, it's 1,000 biddies to shenanigan. What would that be? 500? 500 would be 10. 100 biddies is 2. All right, so we got RSDJ out in the lead. What? I'm just right ahead of Omega J. Omega J is taking the lead from RSDJ. Ellie is bypassing all the pegs and taking the lead from those two. Looks like RSDJ is maintaining second. Ooh, that's a much different path. It looks like we've got multiple paths on this one. So far, it looks like Ellie's still in the lead. It's hard to tell on these tracks, though, because there's 4 different paths to get to the same place. Showing Butter Pecan in second and Omega in third. Ooh, Ellie took a back pedal. Still has a substantial lead over everybody else. If we get through this cleanly, there we go. He looks worried. Ooh, Omega J coming in, sweeping past. Getting held up in the intersection. RSDJ came. Ellie bypassed. Gets through first. Rage Starve looks to be in second. I'm in third. Dark Tree fourth. RSDJ in fifth. We're getting close to the finish here. Ellie's gonna get it. CottonTail's second, Rage third, Dark Tree fourth, RSDJ fifth. All right, Ellie, look at the merch shop. Let me know what you want. Send me a PM on Discord. If you can, whisper on Twitch any way that you like. Pick anything that you want out of the shop. Everybody finished this time, at least. Didn't die, but placed last. At least you didn't die. That's a good way to look at it. You did not die. All right, we will reset the timer. Go back to fleet command for a minute. So many different places.
Thank you for the street. I just wanna thank you for the street.
Thank you for this 5-stream streak, RSDJ. And I also classify it as a win when there's no death. For marbles, that's actually a pretty decent token of achievement. I don't know if it shows. If you get in on the app, it'll actually show you what your death percentage is for the season. I don't know if this will show up on stream or not. Oh, I got the camera backwards. Let's flip over to this scene. I don't know if this will show up well or not. It's not going to. Yeah, it's not going to work. But like that, I don't know if you can read it. It shows the elimination percentage. And like the bottom right area at the top, I'm at 621 eliminations on 1,500 races. So it's almost a 50% death rate. So yeah, not dying is always awesome. All right, so we got our premium trans warp toll for the week. Transigen warp toll. This thing reset. This is an occupied node. Somebody got underneath me on this one. Didn't they? It's doing the thing. It's doing the thing. It's sending me all the way across the system. I didn't even touch a button. This is the goofiest freaking thing that ever happens. Completely untouched. Now this guy's, I don't know if that's automated or if that was part of the thing. That guy's going around. It's 100%. Is that the way that they reset themselves? They just have you pick a random ass node in the system and push you towards it? I've never seen 3 ships swap spots like that before. Because, like, I went to that node, he went to my node, and then he went to that node. We ended up doing a 3-way swap. I've never seen it actually swap the people out. I've seen like my ship move across the system before, but I've never seen it do like a 3-way swap like that. And I know like I've came back to the system and been on a different node than what I had put it on. I've seen that happen quite a few times where I'll be on the opposite end of the system. That's crazy. That's so much craziness. All right, I'm gonna grab a short break and then we're gonna come back and do the $50. Do the $50 prize.
$50 Tech asked me, why does this game have so many glitches and none get fixed? Damn, that's a question for the ages, isn't it? Seems like some game developers are as clueless as Noah wandering around his ark. They probably got their heads so far up their own asses, they can't even see the glitches. But hey, if you're not enjoying a good glitch or two in your game, what's the point? Maybe they're hoping we'll just ignore them like tribbles in the corner, harmless and multiplying.
All right, we are back from break. I'm gonna go kill my 2 hostiles. I believe is what I said I needed was 2 more. I thought he left. Not completely. I just went to a quick break. Bio break. Refilled the what I got? Crystal Light. Strawberry, orange, banana. Good stuff, good stuff. That would be a heck of a trick, though. Tell you guys that the $50 drawing's coming up, or the $50 giveaway is coming up, and then just ghost y'all. I couldn't do that. I could not do that. That'd be hilarious. I'd be laughing my butt off. I mean, honestly, if I did that, I would go and I would pull the audience list and do like a wheel spin. Or do like a Nightbot giveaway or something. I don't know. That's the only way that I would do it tricky. All right, so we have... This was the last race. We're gonna go ahead and do a 5-race Grand Prix. We're gonna do community maps. We're gonna do a max elimination percentage of 15%. Minimum, we'll set that down to 0. We're gonna do a minimum time of 2 minutes. A maximum time of 5 minutes. And we're gonna let it go. Exclamation point play to get in on the track. Butter Pecan, you might have been just a hair early on that one. The V'ger Silent Crew does work pretty decently on the Orions. All right, all right. This is the first leg. It'll be best of the 5 races. So whoever's sitting on first at the podium after 5 races gets $50. All right. Can't send a Twitch message to me? Do I have random... Let me change that. No, we don't want the audio. I thought I had it set up so it was like open to followers. No, it's open to people that I follow, I bet. Oh geez, 4 seconds. Exclamation point play to get in on the race. Oh no. We got distracted. Well, rip. 0 got in. All right, first one so far is looking like Jorg. Ooh, that was a good push down. Jorg's definitely off to the first. Ooh, Jorgen 50. This is going to be a tough competition. 50 might be taking the better route, but we'll see how the cannon goes. Jorg gets into the cannon, into the funnel. CottonTail's on the other side. Jorg's got a pretty good lead going into the corkscrews. Imagine 50 winning the 50. It would be Poetic justice in a way. All right, this is a tight race between York and Cottontail. York's got a good lead, taking the quicker route all the way through. Going through the peg field very cleanly. York gets first points. CottonTail's in second. Ellie comes into third. $50 tech is set for fourth. Somebody just got yeeted off the track. Big Booty made it to fifth. That might have been the one that got yeeted. 0 and 6. Rage Starved in seventh. Omega J in eighth. Wrath of Butter Pecan coming through for ninth. My name weighs me down. That happens. All right. Race 1. Race 2 coming on up. All right. Exclamation point play to get in on the track. All right, we're going to give it a 2-minute timer. 2 minutes to get in. Exclamation point play. Don't think I've ever seen anybody start and finish in first. It's not very common. Usually there's stuff that gets you hung up along the way, especially on a track like that where there was like 3 to 5 different paths. Like taking the correct path the entire way is pretty good. Welcome in, Damo. Exclamation point play to get in on the race. What do we got for this track? Holy.
F&A, Cotton, F&A.
Yes, Omega J. This one has a lot of paths. And there's lasers. There's freaking lasers. Yeah, some of the people that build these tracks do a really good job. 30 seconds, exclamation point play. That's part of the reason I like to go to the community-made tracks. There's a lot more innovation and stuff with them. And some of them do an amazing job. All right, 5 more seconds. 13 marbles in right now. All right, who's going to be the first to drop? Domo maybe? York maybe again? It's York. Taking the route to the right. Getting off to a great start again. It's so trippy with all the different areas that it goes to. All right, 50 and Ryan are kind of in the same pace. It looks like York still has a little bit of a lead. The first one to break through. Ooh, and does not make it right away. Gets booted out. Lord of Scarin gets through. Takes the right path. Followed by Domo, Ryan, and Wrath of Butter Pecan, all taking the right track. All right, who's going to get through the funnel first? Omega J. Omega J gets through first. Oh, gets through clean. Omega J going for it. Gets through the propellers. Just avoid the laser. No lasers. Rage Starved. Broken Wolf. Broken Wolf gets through first. Going down the corkscrew. Omega J right behind. Rage Starved in third. I don't know if there's much for obstacles left, but Omega J is trying to catch up. Can he do it? Broken Wolf comes through. Falls in the bucket first. Broken Wolf took first place for the second leg of the Grand Prix. Omega J taking second. Rage Starved in third. Here's Lord of Scarins going for fourth. Butter Pecan's going for fifth. No, York got fifth. Sixth was Damo. Seventh is Butter Pecan. $50 Tech taking eighth. Ryan MTG getting ninth. CottonTail 10th. Zero G's 11th. Somebody had died along the way. Mualera died along the way. Big Booty Banga taking 12th. All right, moving on to leg 3. Ooh, Marble Adventure. We all know this track. This is the track that we all race with Nigel, and I hit the button way too fast. So we are slowing it down. We are slowing down the timer. Exclamation point play. We're going to let that sit there for a couple more minutes. Because I hit the button 2 times instead of 1. Because I am a great streamer. To your other streamers out there, the T button is the timer, and the left square brace and the right square brace. Slow it down and speed it up respectively. So if you press T and do the left square brace, it will stop time. This race is not broken. We recovered before anything bad happened. Exclamation point play. Get in on the track. I'm glad I almost didn't even see that. I almost didn't even see that I accidentally did that. This is the board where everybody dies all the time. I don't believe this one has the trap doors. Maybe it does. That does look like a trap door. Oh, this is paused, so that doesn't move. Yes, this is the one that has the trap doors, and all the Plutos that people send throws people all the way off the track. Everywhere and everywhere. Now, you can get a great advantage. Like, if you get boomed right here, you can fall onto that lower piece of the track. Like, not everything is guaranteed death. You have an opportunity to Brute. But this is the high death one for sure. I usually get boomed when I'm OPC in the Veil. I haven't had that issue very much lately. It's been a while. All right. One last call, exclamation point play to get in on, what is this, leg 3 of the race. I'm going to let the timer start ticking down. And we can see the trapdoor starting to open. There we go. So Acorum is taking the first position out. Let's see. Through the first obstacle here. I'm in first. Damo passes. Big Booty Banga. Damo's taking first. Omega J passing, going through the pegs. Omega J making it through the first obstacle. Ooh, getting held up, getting held up. Damo's making it through. Malera right behind. Lord of Scarin for third. Avoid the barrel, avoid the barrel. No booms. Malera's in first. And we got a boom. Now we need to go to Lord of Scarin appears to be the first place marble. Rage Starve taking first. Make it around the corner, avoiding the trap door into the mustache thing. Cottontail boomed off the track. And there's death incoming. Big Booty got dingled. Big Booty hit the barrel. Lord of Scarin coming around. Falling through the trapdoor to death. York coming in first. Wrath of Butter Pecan coming in second. Ellie third. Rage Starved fourth. Ryan lining up for fifth place. Akram and Omega coming in for sixth and seventh. Omega's playing around in the mustache. Ooh, Akram ran out of time. All right, leg 3 goes to York. On to leg 4. Wait. Well, luckily, there's a couple more opportunities. Exclamation point play to get in on the 4th leg. Hi, Asian boy. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Retro. All right, we're starting the 2-minute timer. Not hitting the start button a second time. Exclamation point play to get in on the race. This is the 4th leg of our 5-race Grand Prix. First place on podium gets $50 cash prize. Does this course have one of those hidden images where you can only see by going cross-eyed? Kind of. Like, I was looking at that, like, it's got the word marbles up there. This looks like one of those things, like if you stare at it long enough, you'll see a butterfly. All right, 50 seconds to get in, exclamation point, play. Welcome on in, Mad Hatter. "25 seconds, exclamation point, play." 15 marbles in right now. "10 seconds. It's a crochet pattern. It does look like a crochet pattern. It does very much look like a crochet pattern. It's one of those ones where I'm kind of afraid to actually follow the marbles because I'm afraid it's going to be too trippy on the eyes. All right, who's going in first? Bualera. Mad Hatter making a pass in the tunnel. Looks like everybody, almost everybody took the left route this time. Rage Starved bypassing the first obstacle. Into the blender. Who's gonna come out first? Who's gonna come out first? Bualera comes out first. Gets held up at the exit ramp. Makes it through. I don't know what the red flashing light's for. What's the little tunnel here? Passing along. Oh, that's one of those things that pushes you forward. Bualera's got a very significant lead.
G100.
Retro throwing a couple Plutos. Mr. Tony Sir, Mad Hatter getting through. Mad Hatter made it through that obstacle cleanly. Great run on first place. Ending of 2001 needing alcohol. All right. Mad Hatter made it through the blocks. Very commanding lead. These backwards paths kind of screw up the listing. Big lead for Mad Hatter. Second place right now is looking like CottonTail, followed by Mr. Tony Sir. A little hold up at the end of this ramp. Just got to get the drop down. CottonTail's coming up behind. Damo's coming down the other lane. Through fairly clean. Into the next obstacle. Mad Hatter's making a killing of it. Like a kaleidoscope. Second place so far is Mr. Tony Sir. Mad Hatter gets through that perfectly. Little momentum on the backside. Mr. Tony Sir does a good job getting through as well. Whoever gets through this next obstacle doesn't get hung up on any of the pegs is going to get a big advantage. Whoever hits the pegs just right. Mr. Tony Sir's down in the middle of the circle. Asian boy gets the perfect deflection into first place. Who can get through this cleanest? Asian Boy and Mr. Tony Sir taking the tough routes. Mulera is going to be bypassing. Mulera is going into first. Mulera and Asian Boy. Asian Boy drops it. Sinks it. Asian Boy for the upset. Mulera in second. Mr. Tony Sir third. Cottontail fourth. Omega J in fifth. Akram sixth. Damo seventh. Lord of Scare in eighth. Ellie ninth. Mad Hatter 10th. Followed by Yorg. Broken Wolf. Who else is left? Rage Starved. Bath of Butter Pecan. Dark Tree Great Gaming. I can't see who's closest. Dark Tree Gaming looks to be the closest. Makes it through that obstacle very clean. Wall of Fire catching up and not gonna make. Oh no. Did not make the sink. Did not get the drop. So close, so close. All right, Asian Boy taking fourth leg. Next map, final leg on the Grand Prix. Whoever is on the podium at the end of this fifth Grand Prix gets $50. All right, 2-minute timer is getting started. Exclamation point play to get on the map. Ooh, it looks like there's a bunch more Morbies. There might be a total of 7 Morbies then, just judging by the number that are there. Exclamation point play, 90 seconds to get in on the race. We got 50 seconds to get in on the race. Exclamation point play. "30 seconds. "15 seconds. Start with Deep Purple, then pause to smoke some grass. Kind of does look like that. 2, 1, go. All right, so we go down, we go back up, and we come back down the middle. Mulera's had a very good start. Ooh, gets caught up at the top. Mr. Tony Sir coming down. Mad Hatter right behind, but Mr. Tony Sir comes out first. Ooh, Mr. Tony Sir almost took the quick route. Dark Tree takes the quick route. Right behind Mr. Tony Sir. Going through the spirals. Dark Tree passing in the tunnel. Dark Tree first into the cannon. Going over the smoking circle. And this is the same kind of obstacle that we had last time. You get hit in the peg, get dropped in the hole. making it through first. Darktree makes through first. Mad Hatter right behind. Mad Hatter by Mr. Tony Sir came out of nowhere. Mr. Tony Sir is in first. Retro Fury died. Mr. Tony Sir with Mad Hatter right behind. Mr. Tony Sir landing in for the win on the final leg. Mad Hatter coming in second. Third place going to Omega J. Fourth to Darktree Gaming. Fifth to Broken Wolf. Sixth goes to Asian Boy. 7 to Yorg. 8 to Ellie. Ninth going to Akram. Ninth going to Akram. 10th going to Wrath of Butter Pecan. Lord of Scarin's way behind. This is going to be a fire death. This is going to be a fire death. All right, timed out. All right. Final giveaway goes to first place on the podium. Third place is Mulera. Second place is Asian Boy. Mr. Tony Sir, I'll have you PM me on Discord. Let me know how you'd like to receive that cash. It will be PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, iTunes gift card, or Google Play card. And then Ellie, I will get my DMs open here on Twitch so that you can PM me your preference. Other than that, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Congratulations to all the winners. As a recap, we had Jason V-Neck winning $20, Rage Starved winning merch, Lord of Scarin winning $20, Ellie winning merch, and Mr. Tony Sir winning $50. Yeah, it could definitely be Venmo. Congratulations to all the winners. I thank y'all for being a part of this. And we're going to go ahead and raid out to the Inglorious STF Seers. They've got 3 minutes left on their timer. So we're going to give them a little bit to get started before we actually head on over. Does anybody have any questions or any other topics to cover real quick? Yeah, Iron Fisters got the I win the grand prize giveaway. Unfortunately not. There's always next time though. But yeah, we've got the Inglorious STFCers. So we have Lost in, Iron Fister, Zero G's, Red Rum Ruby, McShizman. Who was the number 7th? I don't remember who the number 7th was. See my 4-month streak? I don't believe it was quite that long. It was up there though. All right, we're gonna get the raid started. Go ahead and copy one of the raid messages. And when we arrive, spam that chat. They're going to be going over all the stuff from update 89, doing a recap, going over update 80, all the things to come for next, I'm going to say next month, but for the next arc. Break down probably the officers, break down the patch notes that we've seen, and give all the other details. I'll be live again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope y'all enjoy the evening, have a happy Arcfall, and we'll all hope that everything goes smooth for tomorrow.
I love you.
All right, that's a little better.